Hey, welcome back to the Season 3 semifinals of the After Hours Gaming League StarCraft 2 action. I'm KingNothing.
And I'm Ether, and welcome back. Thanks to Red Bull Gaming for sponsoring this awesome league. We saw some really tight games, and we're about to go into game number 3 here.
It's going to be just as sick. It is time. Storm8 versus Amazon. Here we go. In the top left, spawning for Storm8, the Red Zerg.
Storm8, Nasha.
And in the bottom right, we have the Amazon representative in blue.
Amazon Mentalmets. And
so this will be a ZVZ.
Is their team captain and also one of their aces.
He's not their team captain, but he is one of their aces.
Yes, that's right, Cicero.
Cicero is the team captain. We've had this discussion.
We did.
How dare you?
See, I always associate the ace with the captain because it's like, you know, like old school, right?
Yeah.
The greatest fighter is always like the king of the tribe.
He's just not any good at administrative things.
Yeah, it's true.
When you're good at StarCraft, you don't have time for administrative things. You know. That's what it is. That's what I take comfort in, because I am not the ace.
But you are the team captain.
That's right.
All right.
Hey,
so
your ace isn't your team captain either.
That is very true.
Where do you even get these ideas? Where?
I don't know. I've been watching too much Conan or something. The Barbarian, not like Conan, the late night show, which is really good, by the way.
Nothing against red hair.
Nothing, no.
It's just not the one we're talking about.
No, nothing.
Right.
Versus two paid hair, but...
And this is... Belcher Vestige, right?
Yeah, what? No, this... Yes, Belcher... Yes, it is. Belcher Vestige. You're right. And it's a ZVZ, and both players are opening with really similar builds, I'd say. No,
okay, so here's where it diverges. Mentalmets with the defense or possibly offense. We don't know yet.
I'll call it the anti-cheese build.
Oh, yeah?
And Nasher knowing that...
That's good.
This is like mind games right here. And Nasher's like, you know, he might think that I'm going for a 6-puller or something, and I'm just going to go hatch first.
There are reasons for that, too.
Right?
If you saw last week when Storm8 played Epic, which you should go watch.
Absolutely.
But you should also watch Amazon. That game was good. Against Twitter.
Was really good.
We did that one.
And here we go. Mentalmets dropping his hatch just a little bit slightly behind his opponent. But you know what? We've seen these builds play out a lot in the past couple of GSLs in Wings of the Liberty. And these two builds, at about the 5-minute mark, they're going to be at exactly the same point.
Yeah, they end up really close. If both players are playing sort of the right amount of aggression and defense together, both of them are aiming for the late game, then they'll end up the same, despite the difference in pool. If
one of them channels like Hyun and the other channels like Symbol,
right,
or something, or MVP Sniper, you know, then.
But if one of them channels July, then it'll be very different.
It'll be very different.
Very different game. It will not be the same at 5 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be Lings in some guy's base in 5 minutes.
It'll be weird and someone will be dead.
Yes, but. Here we go. We're about approaching the 5-minute mark, so let's look at the unit counting station real quick. Yeah, see.
18 drones, 1 queen, and...
1 and 2 queens. See, they're pretty much at the same spot at this point.
So it looks like Mentalmets might be a little bit ahead, having gotten his queens sooner.
Yeah,
but
slightly,
soon enough, Nasher will have his queens as well.
And he'll have his second queen a little bit quicker. So
yeah, but he's also getting speed faster, which is pretty crucial for both offense and defense. It can give you a huge advantage getting speed out first.
So the question is Nasher going to spend the rest of his larva from here on out on Zerglings and try to do some aggression, or is he going to go for an econ build? Because Mentalmets is going to spot everything. He's got overlords in really good locations. He's going to see the Zerglings coming in, like he'll be able to have time to react. So Mentalmets choosing to keep teching and not building any Zerglings, which is going to be really good for him in the long run. But Nasher has a couple of Lings out, probably just to scout, just to make sure there's no shenanigans going down in Team Amazon's base.
Yep, he had a really early scout with that Overlord. We saw that just a second ago, and so he brings in the Lings to check, to make sure that base is still there and everything.
Yep.
Mentalmets has queens, which is pretty standard, so he's not seeing anything crazy.
Yep.
And Nasher throwing down a Baneling nest of his own, so both players will have that, but Nasher has finished speed, whereas Mentalmets is not finished yet, and he is building some Lings.
Done. And I think Mentalmets built more Lings than Nasher.
So, yeah, and he is already building Banelings, so he has his defensive Banelings ready for this small poke from Nasher.
Defensive Banelings. Oh, and Look at that nice little roundabout there by Nasher's. He scouts around the hatchery, checks out, gets a peek at the army composition, sees the banelings, and knows he can't really attack and falls back. This is a great play coming out of Nasher.
Not really losing anything, and then just drone up. You can see all his larvae instantly turned into drones.
Right, and getting some defensive banelings on his own. This is really solid play coming out of both players. Both reacting to each other really well.
He might be thinking like, hey, that was a decent amount of lings and banelings. I maybe should be ready for an attack. So he throws down some spine crawlers, gets ready, blocks things off with the Evo chamber. So all units are going to have to go through this horrible corridor of pain.
Right.
Just get poked to death.
And Nasher moving a couple lings out probably just to get the watchtowers. That's really, really important.
Yeah, both players going around getting lots of vision.
Yeah.
Nasher's does seem to be better, though. Look at all these red overlords.
Metzelmatz has got a couple of Zerglings swinging around the right side of the map. I wonder what they're going to do. Oh, they're just scouting and hoping and trying to scout for the third base. Make sure he gets the timing on that third hatch.
Ooh.
And
Nasher coming in, trying to do some damage, not really getting much done. Hitting a couple banelings there of Metzelmatz.
That's more like a poke, I think, just to figure it out. And Metzelmatz
morphing his own banelings over here in the third.
Trying to be sneaky about it. Nasher spots it. I think he spots it, but
he should spot it. He has vision.
He has vision. He should spot it. So
Nasher again trying to check the third timing. There it is. Both players building their thirds at almost exactly the same time. Nasher continuing to poke. Metzelmatz moving in, but he's going to die to these spine crawlers while this ling battle goes on. Nasher really trying to make some headway here, but there are banelings for Metzelmatz.
Meanwhile, Team Amazon building that spire. It's almost halfway done there. He is way ahead. Team Amazon's way ahead in tech. And, Moonglade did a very interesting interview in State of the Game and shared his thoughts about ZVZ. And he was saying, like, the early game is about ling, baneling, and micro, and wrestling for position there. And then they transition into Muta battle. So this is... so both players are going that spire, but Metzelmatz having a tighter build order, getting Mutas earlier than Nasher. This might hurt Nasher later on in the game when
Metzelmatz moving happens. In here. Lings are fighting straight up. Nasher doesn't quite have the numbers it's going to take here. Banelings do come out.
Oh, big hits coming out of Nasher. Wow, taking out almost all of Metzelmatz's Zerglings, but... he needs to clean the rest of them up. Clean them up. Come on, clean them up. Go.
Nasher, go.
Your hatcheries are under attack.
This isn't bad for you.
A couple of banelings
coming in. The majority of his lings fall in one giant blood acid splatter on the ramp.
Well. Nasher, what happened?
And Metzelmatz about to capitalize here.
Evens it up. His first mutas are out. Meanwhile, Team Nasher, he has no mutas at all. And he sees, like, what's that, 10 mutas? Oh, this is huge. This is huge.
10 mutalists are already out.
In a lot of trouble. He needs to do something.
And he's supply locked. Supply locked. He doesn't have much money to spend at the moment, so it's not that bad. He did get a couple of mutas to start building, but not nearly enough. He doesn't have extra queens. He only has one spore crawler here. No spore crawlers at the natural, and none at the main. So Metzelmatz in a commanding position right now with this muta lead, and if he keeps going this way, there's not going to be a way to catch up for Nasher if he can't defend.
And here comes the Muta battle. The Muta micro has to be really good for Nasher for him to hold, but Metzelmatz pulling back and then re-engaging. Beautiful micro coming out of the Amazon, taking out Muta after Muta, and his Muta lead is just going insane here.
That 2 hit point queen is about to die to bounce. There it is. The queens fall. The spine crawlers pop, but the spine crawlers are useless against Mutalisks.
Yeah, Amazon doing a great job here. Great micro. He's definitely got the lead here with more than 10 mutas against like almost no mutas out of Team
Deciding
Nasher.
To attack over the spore crawler even. Metzelmatz feeling very confident. Nasher killing some rallied lings. Oh, dodging the banelings. Nice job, Nasher.
Battles happening everywhere on the map here. This is ZVZ, guys. This is what happens. And Nasher has to do some damage. He has to do a ling run by. He has to do something, but Metzelmatz ready for him with ling baneling to defend and cleans it up really nicely. And meanwhile, Nasher not able to take out the Mutalist. There's just nothing to hit Mutalist.
The Muta lead is just too great right now. It's 15 mutas to 2.
Yeah.
Metzelmatz with so many air units, and Nasher with really not a lot to defend. There are a couple more spore crawlers being built, but it's too little too late. He is sending Ling run-bys that can maybe make some difference here, but he has to stabilize his bases and continue to make money. He's down on drones by 20.
Not missing injects, his macro is impeccable, maintaining that critical mass of mutas and being able to maintain this lead here. And I don't know, Nasher is in a lot of trouble. He already lost his third. His drones are under attack in his natural. So this is a tough battle, but with the mutas for Team Amazon, it's really hard for Storm8 to get any mutas out and you know, beat that critical mass. This is a horrible position for Nasher right now.
Spore Crawlers did manage to kill off the forward mutas that Metzelmats has, but he had plenty more building at home.
But look at the bank for Metzelmats. He's at 1,300 minerals, and he's 40 supply ahead.
Yep, another run by from Nasher, doing a great job to stay in this game, grabbing another queen.
Banelings are in position, and boom. Great connection there. I don't think those Zerglings are going to do too much, and here comes the great Muta Micro coming out of Amazon, taking out Muta after Muta. Nasher has nothing to counter that.
And there you have it. Mutas are good. They're especially good in ZVZ, and they're the best when you have more of them.
And if you micro them really well, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great play coming out of Metzelmats. Amazon is up.
2-1.
2-1.
That's it for Game 3. We'll be back with Game 4. Be sure to keep watching.